Okay, let's get into today's topic. So we're talking about masculine and feminine energetics and why the heck it matters and how it can help you through your life. You look hot. Ooh, VJ's here. Hi, friend. Oh my God, that makes me so like, holy shit. I am hot because you're hot and I am just but a reflection. Thank you. Okay. Masculine, feminine, energetics, energy. Why does it matter? Well, at the very basics, we're going to cover what that is and also how it can improve your sex life. Who wants to get sex up? I've got flowers because this is a feminine energetics. The structure is the masculine. Okay, so baseline energetics, masculine and feminine energy. We all possess this, okay? Whether we're male or female gender, we're not having a gender conversation, we're having an energy conversation. Every one of us is an energetic body, energetic being. Making sure I have nothing in my teeth because I just ate lunch. Okay, cool. And we possess the masculine, which is your leadership, giving energy, wrapped around discipline, integrity, support, service, all the things, okay? The doing, we'll say. And the flip side is your feminine, which is intuition and the receiving aspect of things. Slowing down, creativity, flow, more of the being. Yes, you got the being and the doing, so you equal the having. It's always a trifecta. Do you ever notice this? This is a sidebar, but do you ever notice how everything happens in like threes? You got mind, body, soul. Masculine and feminine is whole energetic being. And then you have like the be, do, have. Anyways, I digress. Why this is important is because it plays a vital role in what's happening in the universe. BJ's laughing at me. It plays a vital role in everything that happens in your life, actually. So when you're clear, now, if you're a female operating from your feminine, that is your, what would you say? Predominant or automatic? I'm going to use the word predominant. Okay. And then if you're a male masculine, it's just so much more in alignment because that's how you're naturally built to be. Doesn't mean if you're more on the feminine side being a male, doesn't mean like you're a sissy or anything like that. It just means you're tapped in to more feminine traits. And by the way, you have a lot more luck with the ladies, and I'll tell you why. Okay. If you can tap into the opposite energetics of what you are. So I am a feminine female. When I tap into my masculinity, my masculine traits, my masculine energy, I have a better understanding of said natural masculine and vice versa. Now, the kicker, you don't want to get stuck in either. Ooh. You want to be so super, hooper, duper aware of where you are at any given time so you can complement the other person. So whether you're male or female or trans or however you denominate or like anywhere in the LGBTQ plus spectrum, you can still operate the same. This is why this energetics conversation is so vital and so vast and beautiful because everyone's included. Woo! So hear this for what it is, how you relate to it, however that may be. Opposites attract. Remember the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine, that's all that is, by the way. If everyone knows what a yin and yang sign is, and there was my alarm to make sure I'm on the live with y'all, and I am. Ta-da. I have so many alarms to remind me of things because my squirrel brain will not get me through the day if I don't have a masculine energetic structure. Woo! Okay. Masculine structures in order, the feminine to play. Okay? But it's very important we know where we are at any given time because if you have two masculine energies and two feminine energies, what's going to happen, y'all? It's like a magnet. You got two positive ions, they're gonna like spring back, okay? Or you got two negative ions, they're gonna spring back. And that doesn't really allow for safety. It doesn't allow for flow. It doesn't allow both entities to be in the present moment. So yes, it will be a very complicated thing. You will never end a fight. You will never win a fight. And by the way, there is no winning. It's compromise and mediocre neutral zone, okay? VJ, definitely like I've been stuck in one, just can't tell which one. Ooh, okay. VH, this is good. See, this is like, I like this interaction. It's really cool. So, being stuck in one can cause some problems. What is happening for you? So if you're stuck in your masculine, now we have to remember there is the divine and healthy version of the masculine and also the unhealthy or what is known as fractured, okay? And you have both for either masculine and feminine. Your masculine, healthy masculines look like integrity, discipline, support, leadership, just like thinking of it like a structure of a house, okay? Now, in the fractured sense, if you're coming from a wounded place, okay, this is a wounded masculine place, which either males or females can come from. This is why, again, I love the energetic conversation. You sound like manipulation, deceit, anger, forcefulness. I said deceit, so like deception. Just think of like a sleazy salesman. Okay. This is why a lot of people cannot sell in their, energetically sell in their companies because they're coming from like their wounded place, whether you're a male or female. So anyhow, if you're operating from your feminine, okay, this is the divine, the healthy version of you. It looks like ease and flow, intuition, surrender, trust, being in the present moment, like not squirrely and like trying to multitask and do 17 million things. However, if you are in your fractured or wounded sense of your feminine energetics, you will sound like a victim, drama queen. There is another form of, sorry, there's like a fly in here. I don't know how, it's like the dead of winter. You will sound more like, woe is me, damsel in distress, can't do anything for myself, have to look to everyone else to make a decision kind of deal, right? So, anyhow, I digress. These things are important to know, especially when you're operating with somebody else. And this will help you not only in the bedroom, but also beyond, hello, hence the name, but it's like, in relationships, in conversations, in certain communication styles. It could be a coworker, it could be a family member, it could be any one of those. And it's like, if you recognize, once we start learning more deeper into this is just like an overview, so people are aware of that this is even a topic. So if you want like a grander scale overview, I will probably do a masterclass on this because honestly, it just serves me very well to have more people in this conversation, okay? So when we can operate from what we know to be true about ourselves in the heightened, healthy, divine sense, the more you will be able to actually operate amicably or in like, you know, you'll be able to communicate what your wants, needs, and desires are. This heavily helps in the bedroom, okay? So classic feminine in the bedroom is like, oh yes, feels so good. Meanwhile, in the brain, she's like, oh my God, this is so not okay. Faking orgasms. Okay, ladies, I'm gonna call y'all out, okay? Men are not mind readers. They do not know what they're doing, necessarily. Here's why. They don't have the inherent nature of knowing how a feminine operates, so they just do what they think they would like done to them. which isn't a masculine way of doing things. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but the feminine cannot respond to a masculine's way of doing things because we don't feel safe. We also don't feel safe trying to speak our truth because we've been shamed over time and time again. But I'm going to tell you something. The more you can let go of the shame, which we'll save for another day's conversation, the more you can be open to receive what the masculine has for you. The more you'll be able to communicate, hey, this actually doesn't work for me. It may have worked for so-and-so before or in your past. But A, you're never the same person twice. And B, I'm not the person that you were with last time. So how on earth would we be identical? Who knows? The more we can speak our truth, ladies, the more men will be like, oh, okay. They just want to learn. Men, tell me if I'm wrong. It's okay. I may be way off base, but this is from my personal experience working diligently with 98% of my clientele being men and being a woman myself. I've kind of connected my own dots. But it's like, men are not mind readers. So don't expect. This is another thing. Do not ever take an expectation into the bedroom. Oh, for the love of God, do not. You are responsible for your own orgasms, people. Don't even joke about that. They can't read your mind. So you're going to have to find and muster up the courage to explain. Now, how you deliver that message is up to you. Men are simple in the sense they take direction really well when, this is a caveat, when you are crystal clear. There cannot be, if you could possibly do this, this would be... They're not going to respond to you. They're just going to hear wah, 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 like the peanuts, okay? That they're not going to be, they're just going to be like, huh? And then you're going to go, why aren't you listening to me? It's like, they ain't listening to you because you ain't speaking English. I'm going to say it. You're not speaking English to the masculine, okay? I thought I stopped you. I guess I did not. Okay. It's amazing. I definitely want to learn. VJ, yes. VJ wants to learn about this more. And I think this is a beautiful thing to talk about because this doesn't only help you in the bedroom, this also helps you in communication styles, okay? So masculines, we're going to flip it over to you now, especially in the bedroom. We do not like the forcefulness that you possibly have seen in pornographic images. Okay. There is a way to work yourself up to that moment when she is ready to receive that forcefulness and like raunchiness. I'm not knocking it. It's hot AF, but it is not the first initial thing you need to be doing with your woman. Please understand this. You see something you like, you want to go honka honka and just get into that yoni. Yoni is Sanskrit word for vagina or vulva, if you will. You can't just dive in, my friends. Women, the feminine body, vulva and vagina peeps. We have hormonal influxes. We have arousal points that are different than yours. And it takes us 40 minutes on average to be fully aroused. Huh? Fully aroused. I'm going to tell you one big secret that is a personal preference of mine as well. When I am fully aroused, when I am fully open to receive, when I am fully like, maybe it's post-orgasm or just before, because women are naturally built to have multiple orgasms, okay? Yes, it's possible for y'all men, but it's a lot of work for y'all, okay? It's not an overnight, okay? I would do anything you would suggest outside of our zone of comfort, of knowledge, of kink, whatever that may be, when I'm in that state. So men, if you're listening, you want to hit your women in this point of arousal, okay? This is when you ask them the questions. This is when you can be like, okay, what is it you really desire? Set up some framework beforehand so you're not guessing the whole way through. 40 minutes. VJ's like, 40! Yes, VJ, it takes 40 minutes. Now, don't hear that like, I'll get back to that point in a minute, but don't hear that like, I have to spend 40 minutes like doing things with this woman. Guess what? Women are highly, highly, highly intellectual. Highly intellectual, meaning our arousal stems from intellectual stimulus more than the visual, like men are. What does that mean for you? Your foreplay does not have to be physical. I, being a woman, would much rather get some racy texts or a racy novel or a voice note even. Oh, that would be enjoyable. Of like what you would want to do to me, which can contribute to your 40 minutes of foreplay. That is my hack for you. Boom, mic drop, I can leave. No, I won't leave you hanging. But the thing is, women at our core, yes, we're intellectual, but we need to feel safe in your presence. If we don't feel safe, this is why I'm saying, do not charge at her like a bull and just go at it. You want to open up the space. Tell her you want to please her. Tell her you want to do things to her. Ask her some racy questions. Be direct in the sense, I would love to do this, and then would this work for you? Can we find a way to create this fantasy in a safe and loving way that works for you? Ooh, if somebody said that to me, I would be drooling all the way home. I would be like, pants are already off. You better be strapped to that seat, sir, because we are going for a wild ride. I'm serious. That's what it would be like. Again, this is just average. This is just commonly and from my experience. If there is another way of doing that, it could be found out through a conversation with your lady. The main points, man to woman, masculine to feminine energetics, you want to communicate in a style that she receives, that she can receive. So you're not demanding, you're not like, woman, this is what we're doing, undress yourself. No, I would be like, go fuck yourself. I hope I can swear on here. Honestly, I'm not sure. Anyways, it would just not go very well. Okay? It would just not go well. Getting back to the 40 minutes. It really depends, and this is something I would love to invite all of you to do, is to take that erotic blueprint test that I had posted, I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago, to really hone in on what kind of energetic body you're going into in a sexual way. Love languages work too, but I think that's more about like the dating scenarios and the courting of someone and how they receive love. But when we're getting more into the erotic energy, you want to be responsible that my physical touch is my number one love language, yes. And if you notice in the erotic blueprint, I am a sensual, meaning I like sensuality, using the senses, smelling the roses. I know, I just so have enough flowers sitting here. Thank you, Daniel, if you're watching. I love you. Thank you. If Daniel didn't buy me these flowers, I would have bought them myself. Just an FYI. Ladies, buy yourself some flowers. It makes you feel nice. He just kind of beat me to the punch, and I don't want to have 17 lots of flowers because I might kill them, and then I'd be sad. Okay, I digress. It doesn't have to be complicated. Numero uno, it does not have to be complicated. Make it creative. Tailor it to you and your partner or your lover or your one night stand. I don't care. Whatever it is, I'm going to tell you, you're going to have a 10x time if you slow the fuck down. Okay? Masculines. Feminines want to feel supported. and led. Notice how leadership is one of the number one things in a healthy masculine trait. Leadership. Lead her to greatness. Lead her to her full potential. Lead her to her multiple, full-bodied, explosive orgasms. Because what's available to you on the flip side is her all the fuck over you, okay? She would be like drinking it up and sex, like she'll do a sexy dance, even though she's not a sexy dancer, she'll just pull it out of her ass and be like, let's go! Like, you don't understand the power of the heightened sexuality, the heightened awareness of oneself, because when she's in that arousal point, her mind is not going down the laundry list of things to do, which is a natural thing that's going on in their brain, by the way. Masculines, you cut yourself at the knees when you're trying to say, oh, is she enjoying this? Oh, am I big enough? Ooh, am I hard enough? Ooh, I hope I'm lasting long enough, etc., etc., etc. If y'all had that conversation beforehand, you would discover that it actually doesn't fucking matter. And ladies, you are not fat. You are not gross. Even if you're feeling that way because of, depending on where you are in your moon cycle or menopause or what's going on with you, guess the fuck what? Guys don't actually care. I know there's going to be a whole debate on like having sex during a menstrual cycle and what that looks like for people. I just saw 22222, so that means I'm on the right path. I love it. I will look that up after. But it's like, when everyone can just get their crap out the way, meaning their mind, 60,000 thoughts a day, friends, 60 to 80,000 thoughts a day, actually, 90% of which are negative. So how on earth are you supposed to find that 10% span where it's going to be okay and weed through and be like, I'm sexually active, let's go? We don't know. So what can you do? What can you control? Is your thoughts. What you tell yourself, how you relate to yourself, whether you think you're sexy or not. If you don't think you're sexy at this point in time, we got another thing coming to y'all. Don't ask me why I keep saying y'all. I think it's because I used to say you guys, and I'm really deferring away from that context and language because it can be offensive and it doesn't live into the future that I want to. Anyways, I digress again because, hi, squirrel, if you haven't noticed by now. And there's still golden nuggets in my digression. So, masculines, we need to feel safe. Feminines, masculines need clear direction. If you don't like something, please tell them. Please do not spend the next 10 years of a relationship doing the same thing over and over and actually hating it. And then you start resenting sexual intercourse or being intimate in any sort of the word. Like, you created that, friend. Think about it. Your love life doesn't suck. You suck at your love life. With all the love in my heart. Seriously, this is all the love in my freaking heart. I love y'all so deeply, so greatly. I just want you to know that it takes something to really connect deeply with another being, especially in intimacy. Don't expect high things, okay? Don't expect yourself to be this like ultimate package lover every single time, because why? You may not be in the same mindset. You are never the same person twice. You have other aspects outside of yourself going on that you have to deal with in order to have nothing in your space and fully present with the other being, or maybe yourself. Maybe you're giving to yourself. Here's a thought. Ladies especially, men, we know you do this anyway, it's fine, but maybe not in the way I'm going to describe. Love on yourself. Even when you're in a relationship, buy yourself flowers. Brush your hair back and say how beautiful you are. Pleasure yourself. Do a solo mission, friends. Do you know how sexy that is? Do you know how sexy that is that your partner would know that you're doing that in the next room? I mean, they're going to be like, can I join? Can I join? Can I join? Men, masculines, give her some space. When she can gather her thoughts, when she can gather her ways of being, when she can gather her essence of who she truly is without your judgment, Side note, you're not actually judging her, but her mindset will tell her that you are. She will be more inclined to be creative, which is a natural, healthy, feminine trait. You want to be able to express. You want to be able to like just go for it. You want to be able to just honor her and like watch her and like be in that with her. Being that the feminine can receive that. So it's a little bit of give and take, a little bit of give and receive, okay? On both sides. It's not like the man always gives, the masculine always gives, and the feminine always receives. No, 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 no. Find the balance. But know when it's your turn to receive and that you can give fully and vice versa. Okay? So maybe your woman wants to do really something nice for y'all. Okay? That's beautiful. Let her do her thing. Do not change it. Do not critique it. Just enjoy the ride. After, if you have an agreement, you have the consent of saying, hey, can I give you some feedback? Hey, can we try it this way next time? I want to see what happens. As an exploration, not as a make wrong. Guys, please, not as a make wrong. This is your life, your sex life. Oh my God, explore. I'm assuming your partner is someone you deeply love and trust. And if you don't, that's something you need to work on before this happens. That is my honest encouragement. But if you're with someone you truly understand and connect and love and just feel like, oh my God, I can explore anything with you, wouldn't it be the greatest time of your life to like be like, even if it isn't a porno, I don't condone, like I don't encourage people to watch porn, but guess what? The reality is it's kind of like wrestling, okay? It's not real. So if the sounds of porn help you, like it does myself, great. Utilize that aspect of it. But don't take it on as the truth. Take it on as an opportunity to say, you know, it may not look like that, but I want to feel the way she sounds. Okay. How are we going to do that? I don't know. We're going to try different things. We're going to try different positions. Maybe we introduce some toys in the mix. I don't know. I really don't know. It gets to be whatever you want it to be. There is no right or wrong answer here, people. Please understand that. No right or wrong, okay? Now, this talk is going to become like an hour if I don't cut it off now, so I'm going to do that. Main points, masculine, feminine energy, okay? Masculine, you're the support. You are the leader. You are the discerner. You have the structures in place so your feminine can feel safe and play and be everything and anything you want her to be, in the sense that it works for both of you. It's within your boundary. It's within your consent. Okay? I love you all so much. I'm so lit up by this conversation, actually. This is really fun to explore through a conversation, because, you know, I do my own exploration through self and through just knowing other people and all the things. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to be here with everybody and to answer some of VJ's questions, which I really, really appreciate. VJ, I want to ask you, I don't know if you're still here. If you're not, I'll message you privately. But because you showed up so authentically here and you were commenting, I want to offer you a free 30-minute consult with me to dive deeper into this masculine and feminine things and how it can benefit your life. Okay? So if you want it, message me and I'll message you and we'll get that going for you. And whoever else is, I don't want to say struggling, but like anyone else that's curious of how this masculine and feminine energetics could help you or to heighten or whatever that is, please let me know. I am here to serve. Okay, this is why I created the group in the first place. I want people to be fully self-expressed. I want y'all to ask questions. I want you to say what's relevant to you so I can speak on the topics. I'm just going to talk about whatever I want. Okay? Yes. Ooh. Other than that, I hope everyone has a great day. I'm going to I think, step more in alignment with this sort of deal where I offer, because this is essentially what it is, right? Bedroom and beyond. So bedroom is like things that happen in the bedroom, how to like heighten your pleasure, heighten your awareness, heighten your connection, and liberate yourself. And on the flip side, it's like how else can I utilize these skills / knowledge in my everyday life, which would have you have less stress, more openness to receiving different opportunities. Opportunities can't fly into you. The universe cannot deliver to you if you are closed. Open. This is a feminine trait. Learn how to be open. Structurally with the masculine. Okay, Beach, we're going. We're doing the things. And then I'll get you to tell everyone how your thing was. Okay, great. Love you. Okay, bye.